I'm cheating. You agree to the stipulation. Any opponent I choose, you have to fight. Carl, it's very simple, okay? I'm going to break this down and make it really easy for you. You either fight Mad Dog, or I'll fire you. Ladies and gentlemen, fight or fired? Fight? It seems like these people to fight, Carl. Are you going to let them down?
This cat's right.
I didn't hear a bell. We don't even have a referee out here yet. But we are going to need a tough, stern referee to manage the two of you. Me. Ladies and gentlemen, your special guest referee, Steve Luthor.
Welcome everybody to Hex Pro Wrestling, and we are starting with a rather unusual contest. It is going to be fight or fired as the Beards go one-on-one, Mad Dog versus Atlas. This is Imagine Martin, the voice of wrestling, here with Dan Barnsdale. How are you, Dan?
Wow, what a way to start the show. Fight or fired here. Our general manager, Steve Luthor, is special referee, and the tag team of the Beards are going to implode.
Unbelievable. Two super heavyweights going one-on-one and a double nipple cripple. Unbelievable. Grabbing him right on the pectoral muscle. Do you get the feeling these guys aren't really taking this match very seriously?
I mean, you could argue that our referee, our general manager, Steve Luthor, agrees with you, because that's why he's not counting. He wants to see these guys fight, as we all do. We want to see a proper professional wrestling match.
Hey, the bell has rung. This is an official match, and unfortunately, Atlas has to fight Mad Dog, otherwise he's going to lose his job here at Hex Pro Wrestling.
Friendship goes out the window once that bell rings. It's all about win-loss records. That is what's important here at Hex Pro, and that's what Steve Luthor's trying to enforce.
Here we go, look at these two absolute beasts of men, bears in the ring, fighting. Oh, a devastating, stinging chop.
Devastating? Are we watching the same match?
Look at Mad Dog, he's in so much pain.
Well, let's see, now come on now, Mad Dog is going to wind up here. Surely he will give some punishment to his partner.
Even Walter couldn't throw a chop more devastating than that.
I am lost for words. What am I watching here? Steve Luthor, I feel this. I feel for this guy. All he wants to do is give the guys here at Denmead a proper wrestling match. And who would not want to see the Keyboard Warrior and the Mad Dog collide? And these guys are making a mockery of it.
And a pinfall attempt. 1, 2, 3. That should be it. But I think.
Do you have any journalistic integrity?
I feel like the referee is just not taking this seriously.
Yeah, let's see what our general manager has to say.
I'm doing it. Just allow me to reiterate. If you don't fight him, the two of you are fired.
Oh, it looks like Steve Luthor is laying down the line here. He's going to fire both of the Beards if they don't wrestle.
And if Carl Atlas does hit an official, that is an automatic disqualification.
Oh, a huge plancha takes down Mad Dog.
Now we're getting some wrestling. This is what we all came to see. Let's see the Beards. See how close these two really are when your job's on the line.
They are as close as brothers. This must be heartbreaking for them to fight like this. Alice has gone to the top rope. Manages to avoid the move. Ducks under. Off the ropes. Huge clothesline by Mad Dog.
Well, these close friends are now banging into each other and hurting each other. Maybe friendship isn't that important.
Big head drop. Unbelievable. And And a second headbutt. Mad Dog putting all of his body weight behind these attacks.
And that is a lot of body weight, let me tell you.
Oh, he manages to avoid Atlas rolling out of the way just in time. Going for the pin. No. Oh, he's going to lay in the first offense on his own. Tag team partner misses the moonsaults.
No one there. Nothing in the pool, as they say. Mad Dog moved at the right moment. Atlas back to his feet, but he is definitely wobbly. This could be bad news for him. The Mad Dog's getting ahead of Steve.
It's actually unusual for Atlas to not be the biggest man in the match. The bearded behemoth, the keyboard warrior, going up against his own tag team partner, the Mad Dog, the mighty Mad Dog.
Can we give our official some praise here and some respect? He is letting these two big bulls just butt heads.
I feel like he's relishing in the devastation that we are witnessing here.
Just doing his job.
Atlas goes to the mid-sec, crossbody, and...
Now, okay, granted, maybe he was a little bit slow on the count there, but he was slightly distracted. There was an audience member yelling something.
It looks like that Steve Luthor just wants this match to go on forever. He just wants to see these two men completely destroy each other.
Steve Luthor, he wants to give it this great crowd at Denmead.
Oh, the catatonic. 1, 2. That was a super fast count.
He was just making up for his slow count earlier. It all evens out.
It looks like he's showing favouritism for the Mad Dog, just showing his disdain for Carl Atlas.
Can you blame our general manager? I mean, can you really? Carl Atlas has been a thorn in his side all through Hex Pro, but even before Hex Pro.
Oh, it looks like the Mad Dog is getting second thoughts here. He really doesn't want to pin his own tag team partner. That was a much more fair count, but a kick out at 2.
There you go, I told you, it all evens itself out. Mad Dog here is basically trying to crush his partner, his friend. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? You wanted to see these two fight. I did, and now we're getting it.
It is something of a super heavyweight dream match, but these guys are tag team partners. They've been champions around the country, and it's such a shame to see them having to fight each other one-on-one. Oh, huge show of strength by the keyboard warrior, managing to get the Mad Dog up onto his shoulders, and a rolling senton. That kamikaze crash nearly putting Mad Dog through the ring.
And now Atlas seems to be having second thoughts about hurting his partner, his friend.
But we have seen Atlas go to the top rope before, hitting the biggest swanton in British wrestling. But he really is taking his time. He doesn't want to pin his own partner. 1. Oh,
we got an injury. We got an injury. It's easily done. He can blow a rotator cuff out. He can dislocate a shoulder. It's so easily done within this business. People forget how dangerous it is to be an official.
Unbelievable. Steve Luthor pretending to have an injury.
Have we got a medic on site?
In order for the match to continue, Atlas is not happy, but he has to maintain his composure. He does not want to be disqualified. What is Joshua James doing here? He's still not happy with Steve Luthor after calling in Vicious and Delicious to interfere in the match.
Speaking of not happy, Mad Dog isn't happy that Joshua James has got involved, and quite rightly so.
Oh my lord, look at these two beasts going head to head in the ring. My word. This, now talk about a super heavyweight dream match. I would love to see Mad Dog versus Joshua James.
There's an old saying, where's the beef? And I'll tell you right now, the beef is in the ring. Choke slam!
Unbelievable. Managing to slam a man of the size of the Mad Dog, and look at the glee on the face of Steve Luthor.
Well, our boss is happy, and if our boss is happy, we should be happy.
He says, I love it when a plan comes together. The twisted genius that is Steve Luthor.
Carl Atlas has no choice here. He's got to pin his own partner.
Where is Steve Luthor? Is he in position? It looks like he's trying to wake up his own partner. Well, not just his partner, his opponent as well.
Oh, what? Straight right hand bite. I mean, I think Steve Luthor.
Hang on. What is that? He's got brass knucks.
I mean, he's got to defend himself against Carl Atlas. You know what Carl's like.
Hit Atlas in the face with solid brass knuckle dusters.
Our boss is back on the mic again. Let's see what he's got to say. I mean, this match is over, surely.
You stupid son of a... 20 years we've been doing this. 20 years you have been a thorn in my side, and I am sick of it.
I'm sick of you.
Did you forget who the hell I am? I am smarter than you in every conceivable way, Carl, and I am sick to death of you shoving your stupid beard in my business. April 8th, Hex Pro has their big show in Horndine, and you and I are gonna fight. One last time. 20 years of history, and it all comes to an end. And Carl, make no mistake, April 8th in Horndine, I am going to burn you to the ground.
Very, very strong words by Steve Luthor.
April 8th in Horndine just became must see.
One of the longest lasting feuds in British wrestling history comes to an end at Hex Pro Wrestling's biggest ever event.
Hey, Luther, you're on. And if you've got the stones, let's make it interesting. Let's make it anything goes, no rules barred.
Anything goes! Anything goes! Go for it! See you on the 8th.
I'll see you on the 8th.
So there we have it. It is official. The match will be anything goes.
And Hex Pro rolls on with the next match. It is a singles match, and coming to the ring now is Dashing and Ladash. And a man we've seen here a lot in Hex Pro, the fan favourite, illicit Rob Lias.
What's the glasses, Rob?
This will be a great match between two great wrestlers in the ring right now. You have Dashing Ant Ladash, accompanied by his tag team partner, the Hitman for Hire. We saw him in our last episode get involved in the Hitman's match, and his opponent is a gentleman we've seen in this show. Oh, there you go! Very often, illicit Rob Lias, who's distracted there by the Hitman.
Now, Rob Lias has had some difficulties of late. In the last episode, he was a part of that triple threat match where he got dragged to the backstage area by the Faceless. We still aren't quite sure what is going on there.
You mean you've still not done your journalistic integrity and work and actually found out what's going on with the Faceless?
The Faceless is a man of mystery. We barely even know where he comes from, let alone who he is, and what he had on his mind, dragging Rob Lias to the back. But Rob Lias appears to have made a full recovery, and here we go. Two great wrestlers going one-on-one in the Hex Pro Wrestling ring.
Both of these guys have been struggling recently, as you mentioned. Rob Lias with the Faceless. Ant Ladash has been struggling to get a win streak going of any kind here, so this is a really pivotal match for both of these gentlemen right now at Hex Pro.
As a member of Vicious and Delicious, he's been one of the most prolific tag team wrestlers in the UK. Vicious and Delicious having tag team gold up and down the country. But maybe Dashing Ant Ladash has got out of the swing of being a singles competitor. Maybe this is the chance for him to get back on the wagon.
That is often a case when you get into being so prolific as a tag team worker as the Hitman and Ladash are, that when you step back into the ring on your own in a singles competition, you lose that momentum, you lose that rhythm that is so important for winning matches. However, it could be argued that tonight this is more like a handicap match.
It certainly is a 2-on-1 with the Hitman. Look at this, referee! You have to maintain control of what's going on here. He's It looks like he's laying down the law. He does not want the Hitman interfering.
Well, I think the Hitman has every right to be out there. He holds a managerial card when Ladash is...
He's been thrown out. The Hitman for hire has been sent to the back by Ref Harv. And we finally have ourselves a fair one-on-one contest.
Ref Harv? Is that what this official's called?
That's what I was told, but here we go. It's just got even worse for Dashing and Ladash. As we said, he's not used to being a solo competitor, and he really is solo tonight. And he's throwing a tantrum in the middle of the ring.
Understandably, his best friend and his tag team partner and his confidant and his manager for tonight has been ejected from ringside. This Ref Harv needs to check the rule books, and more importantly, who's a one-name ref? Harv. You wouldn't catch me calling myself Socks, would you?
Well, there is. Never mind. We've got Rob Lias one-on-one with Dashing and Ladash. No outside interference. Two men showing who is the better wrestler. Snapping, flipping, and grabbing hold of the neck and cranking on with... Oh, I thought he was going for a cravat, but it was actually a knee strike. Reversal. And a double stamp right to the fingers of Dashing at Ladash.
Straight to the fingers there. That was nothing scientific about that. That was all weight down on your extremities. And now for the cover.
And a kick out at 2. Dashing at Ladash. Again, one of those great veterans of British wrestling. But if you haven't been in singles competition, you need to build up your stamina levels, because there is no partner for you to tag. Going up top, going for the burning hammer, and Dashing at Ladash manages to sneak out the back door.
But in some ways, he's using some of that tag team mentality into this singles match. He's creating separation. He's moving himself to the outside of the ring, almost taking the unofficial tag, so to speak, which is only going to frustrate Rob Lias.
Rob Lias grabbing a big hold of the beard and a snapmare over the top rope. Can at Ladash follow up? Ducks behind. Oh, and a flying knee stroke right under the chin of Rob Lias. And a running big boot to the face. Finally, Ant Ladash manages to get a few moves in. And a stroke? Or a STO?
I'd call it a flatliner, straight down there, face first, all impact to Rob Lias. Referee only got a 2 count. Ladash now jaw-jacking with the referee. This is probably one of the issues that Ladash has. He spends too much time jaw-jacking with the fans and the referee that gets him easily distracted. However, at the moment, he is just dominating Lias.
When you are a man as universally hated as Dashing Ant Ladash, you're always going to be distracted by the crowd. You're always going to try and wind up your opponent, because they know that the fans fuel the wrestlers.
And especially the fans here at Hex Pro. As I'm sure we'll find out on April the 8th in Hornding, when we have our huge end of season show.
And it really is stacking up nicely. We found out tonight that it will be Carl Atlas versus Steve Luthor. Anything goes. We are still yet to determine all 6 members of the Hex Pack Challenge to find out who will win that first ever Hex Pro Championship title belt.
Rob Lias there, straight in with a neck whip, down. Ladash straight back with a knee, straight to the jaw. Hooks the leg, a bit of a lazy cover, but he got a 2.
Dashing Ant Ladash is a man of strong ego and unfortunately strong arrogance as well. Sometimes he just needs to take things a little bit more seriously in order to secure a victory.
I don't know, you say that, but his arrogance is doing pretty well now. He's dominating at Rob Lias there. Nice rear chin lock there, making Rob carry his weight.
Yes, it looks like Rob Lias is really gasping for air there and really can't find any way out of this.
Maybe Rob Lias is so concerned over the Faceless and trying to work out what's going on with the Faceless and why the Faceless attacked him that he's not focused solely on this match. Could be to his detriment.
Here we go, going for a cover now. Just a kick out at 1. To be honest, when you go for a cover like that, really it's just to make your opponent expel energy more than actually definitely going for the win.
Absolutely, both energy, both physically and mentally. It's also a psychological thing to be involved with, having to push someone off you again, and this is psychological as well, just straight slaps to the face.
Show of disrespect and a boot to the face. Rob Lias really needs to get the energy pumping, needs to get that adrenaline flowing, get back into this singles match. But it gets very difficult when the likes of Dashing Ant Ladash keep plying on the pressure with the boots to the face.
Again, the dash, jaw-jacking with the crowd. But that has cost him, because Lias took time to recover and has caught the foot.
Can he crank it? Can he turn it into something? Oh, a boot to the midsection. And a beautiful brain buster. There is no better way to come back into the match than by dropping your opponent square on the top of their head.
Trying to roll over for the cover, I think. Lias, I think, is a little bit cobwebby himself.
He's still feeling the effects of those constant boots to the face by Dashing Out the Dash.
Trying to get the crowd behind him now. Either that or he's trying to shake off a Charlie horse, one or the other. He's up, but so is the dash. It really is anyone's match again here.
Okay, Rob Lias is on the ropes. He's on one knee. Ant Ladash is much more vertical, but huge strike out of nowhere. And a big series of elbow strikes, both men determined to display their dominance.
Speaking of dominance, look at those clotheslines clubbing Ant Ladash straight on the ropes. Ladash is down.
Ref Harv is showing a bit of leniency with the corner counts there, but a huge lariat takes down Dashing Ant Ladash. And the crowd are really getting behind illicit Rob Lias now. Here comes the cravat and the knee strike and another lariat.
Hooks the leg. Only two. Still only two.
He says it was close, but no cigar. Rob Lias, he's still got plenty of moves in his arsenal. He hasn't hit the burning hammer. He hasn't hit the top rope elbow drop. He is not out of options yet.
I think he must have heard you there, Martin. Looks like he is going to the top rope, maybe looking for that elbow drop, which he does do so beautifully.
He's caught midway. Is Ant Ladash going to go for a big move here? Looks like he's going for a superplex. And there it is, a snap superplex as well. Right in the centre of the ring.
Lias took that all on his back there. He is sore, battered and bruised from this contest. Now Ladash is going up. Second rope on the inside.
This is unusual for Ant Ladash. Big splash off the top rope. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Unfortunately, Ant Ladash just doesn't have the body weight for a splash to be effective.
Do you want to tell him that?
He's a very slender man. He's got himself in great shape. But unfortunately, when it comes to a move like a splash, it's just not devastating from the second rope.
Ladash is a very, very dangerous wrestler to be in the ring with, and he's going to demonstrate that now with a split leg moonsault that got caught by Lias. Lias now rolling him through. Code breaker, double knees to the chest. Backbreaker. Some people call it the backstabber into the burning hammer.
He's got him up on his shoulders. Can he hit it? Beautiful burning hammer.
Hooks the near leg.
Oh my word! How is Ant Ladash able to kick out of the burning hammer?
Let's give Ladash praise for kicking out of that series of offensive manoeuvres. That would have taken most people out of the game permanently.
He's taken off the elbow pad. He's climbing the top rope. Is Rob Lias going to go for that Macho Man style top rope elbow drop? And he hits it square in the sternum. What is going on? Oh, it's the faceless. Oh my word, that is just chilling.
Faceless speak.
Unbelievable. But it's given Ladash a chance. Feet on the ropes.
Rob's out.
And it is a win.
Winner of the match, Dashing and Ladash.
Controversial at best, but it's a win nevertheless for Dashing and Ladash. Rob Lias and the Faceless have got some unfinished issues.
Bigger picture. Everyone saw that video, right? Faceless?
Yes, boy.
Undefeated. Faceless is not yet been defeated in Hex Pro. A little bit. He is a little bit, yeah. I mean, he wears a mask and he's an ugly. But I tell you what, Bigger Fish to Fry, April the 8th, Hex Pro hosts its biggest show ever. The Faceless is undefeated. I've lost to him once, but I tell you what, I fancy my chances this time round. Faceless, you and me, April the 8th. I'm going to beat you, boy.
Let's hear it for Elias!
Well, there we have it, another big match made for the season finale, with Rob Lias taking on the undefeated Faceless. Will he get his redemption, or will the Faceless claim another victim? Join us at our live event and, of course, catch episode 12 for the blockbuster double key main event. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, and subscribe to the Hex Pro Wrestling YouTube channel.